Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to PCM22. It's Classics Puncher, episode 47. We continue on with our quest for the green jersey here at the Tour de France. And today is one of those opportunities that has really only one proper way to go about it, based on our profile anyway. If you were a really good sprinter, you just wait for the finish, because it's a sprint stage. But if you're not a very good sprinter and you have a -5 race day condition, I'm sick today, by the way. So my 0 plus sick equals -5 race day condition. When you have a -5 race day condition, there's only one proper way to do things, and that is take the fact that you have the green jersey and know that you're going to be on the front row center among the four jersey wearers, and attack from kilometer 0 and go get those intermediate sprint points. So that is the goal. That is the target. We are aiming to get 20 points. But that is not all there is to this tactic. Let's go ahead and take care of that first piece, though. Now 8 of us up here. Not too many contributing, but I don't need to contribute much. Cavagna, Mataway, Pitters, these guys are looking for the stage. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anybody is actually interested, even though some of them have a decent amount of points. One or two of them are in the top 10. Alright, so I wisely went up tempo when they went to attack for that little Cat 3, and we're now just 4K away from the sprint point, now 3K away from the sprint point. Let's maybe go infinite relay and try to get forward a little bit. 2K to go. 1.5, 1.1, and attacking for it, and we got it. Okay, 20 points. And here's what any smart person is going to do. Bye-bye breakaway. Bye-bye. You're not expending any more energy than is necessary. You can see how bad we are hurting already by being in the breakaway with a -5 race day condition. And, at least even with a -8, we still have 72 stamina. But that's going to fade really quick on a 200k stage like this if we don't get back into the peloton. So, back into the peloton. Riders protecting me to get me to the finish so that we can contest the sprint, which of course I'm not good at, but I can absolutely pick up some points there if I have something left in the tank. If I stay in the break, I have no energy left at the end of this stage, even if I don't contribute. You can see just how appalling my condition is today. So 20 points is already a good start to the day. I can make up a lot of what is lost at the finish line by having that extra 20 points, because I will lose points. There's no way that I'm going to get a podium at the end of this stage. And, the winner of the stage is getting 50 points. So if I can get somewhere in the teens, that'll put me somewhere in the 30s, which would be good enough for, the equivalent of second at the finish line. That would be a huge win for the day. Let me go ahead and speed up to the later end of the stages. Yes, we have a steep category 2 coming up, but it's short. I will be fine, and you can tell there's not a lot of tempo right now with 4 minutes to the break. I'll be fine through that one. I'll be fine through the next one. Maybe that Cat 3 towards the end could be difficult with a 61 mountain. Alright, so we are not skipping straight to the finish line because I may not be a part of the sprint at the end. We may be settling for 20 points today, just based on this itty-bitty little Cat 3 back here and how much I struggled. The peloton has really, really turned the tempo up as we're still catching the rest of the breakaway that I left. It's still 2 minutes, and I'm very worried and very low right now. I'm really, really feeling the effort here. So let's hope let's hope that we make it through this okay. We got 5.5K to go to the top of it, and you can see just how quick my energy is fading and how little I'm going to have left at the finish line, even if I am still in the group. Dropping back is fine as long as we're still in, but we are to the back end now, but we are reaching the top. And I've got just that little bit left, so we did make it through there. Can I recover some energy? What will I have left for the finish? My assumption is not a whole lot. This time the front group has split and is not coming back together from the looks of it. I'm trying to recover position, but I'm also just struggling through, and peloton splits not far ahead of me. Again, this chase means I'm, even with protection, I am not recovering, and I am doing quite poorly right now, condition-wise. Little descent. Can we get? Oh, we get a little bit back. We get a little bit back. Crazy tempo though. Gradual uphill, and I'm drifting back with an 82. Now an 83, still drifting back. I don't think I'm going to be around for the finish on this one. I think I'm going to get dropped before the top of this Cat 4. Yep, there goes my energy. At the very least, I have nothing to contend with. And if they catch those 6 and set up, I've got a slight chance. They've almost caught them. I'm halfway through the peloton. Now to the back end of the peloton. We've caught the front 6, but they did not set up. Sometimes they'll set up even late in a race when there's no breakaway any further, which invites the next attack. But there we go. Heading out the back. No points at the finish. Good thing I got the 20 intermediate sprint points, because I have completely missed out on any points at the end of the stage, and that is due to a -5 race day condition. It certainly wasn't due to the effort at the beginning of the stage, but yeah, that part hurt too. But you can see, just in general, even Schelling, Koish, Lavelle, all on +5s. None of them are fresh at the end of this. It was a long stage. Bauhaus, Delay, Ewan. So actually none of the close contenders. Koish, who sits second, my teammate, finished 11th on the stage. So actually, I think we actually did okay, points-wise. The finish, we didn't do okay, but points-wise, I think we're okay. So Delay has moved up into second in the points classification, but I have a 57-point advantage right now after 13 stages. Koish 11 behind. Redaloo 10 further back. Van Aert, Penhout, UN, Bauhaus just climbing over 100 points, and others are just about too far back already. We managed to be, with those 20, 1 point behind Caleb Ewan. Not bad on that part. Bauhaus picked up 2 points on the intermediate sprint. Still ill, but today's stage, I at least get a neutral 0 race day condition, which was quite helpful because the beginning of this stage was, well, a fair bit of undulation along the way. But as we head towards the intermediate sprint point, I find myself once again in a breakaway group of 9 riders, and I'm the only one contending for the sprint classification. So I'm going to probably get the maximum 20 points once again. Just over 3K to go. 2K to go to the front, pushing now, pushing and attacking. And while Van Aert stays with me, but we will get there eventually. And that is my day done. For now, I'll just be sitting on and trying to see out the stage as we immediately go into the biggest, hardest climb of the day, besides the finishing one, which is much shorter but much steeper. I don't think I'll be around for that. Just not strong enough, and absolutely not strong enough to contend in that one without a very big race day condition boost. Therefore, 20 points is probably all I'm going to get, but also, hopefully, that's all any of the sprinters will manage, which is nothing. Well, besides 10th, 11th, 12th for the intermediate sprint. Next stage, though, is another sprint stage, so the points are going to be up. Also, by not being a sprint stage, we're only talking about 30 at the finish line instead of 50. So we should be in pretty good shape still today. In fact, I think we'll have extended our lead a bit. Today I have a lovely +4 race day condition, but as we're reaching later stages of this race, it's stage 15 right now, despite a +4, having 86 stamina is wonderful. Having a 78, 83 in the sprint means I could properly contend for some points at the finish line. Except that even with a +4 to it, my recovery is a 69 today. 65 normally. We had some negatives the other day, and I am starting every day with very low green bar to the point where it's almost falling away. Now, the good news is even though I'm already low on that green bar, I almost waited too long there. We did get the maximum points though. Even though I should probably just go back to the peloton and save whatever I have left. Let's get some water. Let that group go away. So even though I have very high stamina, right, that green bar at this point of the tour, my recovery is terrible. So I'm getting weaker and weaker and weaker each and every stage. And because of that, I'm probably just going to be competing for the intermediate sprints from here on out because I'm not going to have the energy left at the end of stages. Today, it's possible, maybe, just maybe, I'll have something left, but this Category 2 climb that's coming up is probably going to put me in a world of pain, and I'm just not sure. Just not sure I'm going to be capable of much more after that. But again, super high stamina resistance today. Really, really good flat rating. +4 to my mountain. This is certainly going to help give me a chance to get over that. So we'll see, ultimately kind of what happens with that. But I think from here on out, I'm definitely looking just at those intermediate sprints. We've at the very least got that 20 points today. But I just don't know if we're going to be able to get anything at the end of this stage. But here we go. Coming up on this Category 2, last climb of the day. This is the most favorable conditions that I'm going to see. But 10K of climbing. It's only 4%. I'm going to go with a 77. It's okay to drift. There's plenty of stage after this. Okay, we're already down to the middle, so push a little bit harder here. Hanging in there for now. Push a little bit harder because we're drifting further back. Nope, ease off. Okay, hey, we made it. We made it. But look how tired I am. But thanks to that crazy high stamina, it's not emptying the tank. That +4 is what's making this possible. If we had anything normal, it'd be way down here. Yellow bar stamina. That's what that one is. It's once you fall into this trap where it's going to pull more and more. 98 left in the peloton. I'm still here. I'm still positioned, and we've got some descending to do to get back. What's here, what's been expended. 3 riders left in the break. Koish has fallen. He's out of the group. He's not going to be back here. He's got a +5. He's at a +5 like every day. He's been on a fitness peak the entire race. And I haven't. This +4 is a miracle. Just 72 left in the peloton, and yet I'm here. 3 left off the front, but they'll be caught very soon. 13K to go. I have Lavelle. I do not have Vlasov, but I do have Schelling. Schelling is not far away either, so I'm going to get a 2-man lead out. 11K to go. And I'm in pretty dang good shape, all things considered. Let's see if we can actually score points at the finish line and not just the intermediate sprint today. Shelley's back in position. 7K to go. 6K to go. It's time. Three-man train. This is more like standard stuff. Who's going to give me a better lead out? Lavelle, not by much, but +5 especially. So Schelling, 97. Okay, gel for me, 5K to go.
There are just 5 kilometers left.
Okay, 95, back off just a little bit. 96. Okay, now we're getting in towards the end. 3K to go. Okay, 2.3, so that's still 99 territory. Schelling just help break toe behind. Okay, this is like a technical finish. Nope. If you see what I have, it's not much. My red bar's gone down. Okay, now Lavelle sprint. Still 1K. Around this corner, I will do my sprint for the finish. There we go. Late, I have the acceleration. This is going to be some good points. It's a top 5. It's definitely a top 5. Is it a top 3 though? No, not quite. But 4th place. Delay closing the gap. Van Aert was 6th. He had moved into 2nd place after being in the breakaway with me on the last stage and finishing the stage well, doing what I obviously could not. Koish never got back to the group, so he's going to get 0 points today, so that's going to hurt his position quite a bit. Lavelle gets 5th, helps keep points away from others. But Delay, Ewan, Van Aert, Radalou, they pick up some solid points. But yeah, that's going to be good. I mean, that's 18 points, 38 points today. It's going to be second best. Delay gains about 12 points on me, but otherwise, today is my day. Not quite a podium, but hell yeah. That +4 was everything to make that one happen. We are getting close to the end. I'm getting close to making this happen, but it's definitely not a done deal yet. We have 3 mountain stages ahead of us to wrap up the mountains. We do have 2 sprint stages in the final 3 plus a time trial, which means there's 100 points for opposition. We know that I can get the intermediates, so I can pick up 40 points where they're going to get 100, but you also assume that they're going to get a little bit more in the intermediate. So let's assume that I can hold off maybe 70. I can hold off about 30 of what they compared to what they would gain. So losing about 70. I don't think that came out very clear, but I think we'll probably lose about 70 points on those 2 stages. So we need to have a 70 plus point advantage after these 3 stages, and I think that green jersey is going to be ours. That's the assumption, especially the form that Delay is in right now. He's winning numerous stages of late. Both of these sprint stages we just went through claimed victory. So 3 mountain stages, and I need a 70 plus point lead. Breakaway that was 9 riders is seemingly growing. There's more that have come off the front. Teammate with me is Vlasov, but he's looking for the stage, so he's the leader. So I'm not getting support from now till the intermediate. He's already focused on the stage, and I'm supposed to, support him. But in the meantime, the good news is with 15 riders off the front, there will be 0 points available in the peloton, and as far as I can tell, there is no other contenders. There's no other contenders for the points classification in today's breaks. Is a really good thing. Just checking in, we have a 52 point advantage now over Delay, Van Aert, Caleb Ewan. I think it's really getting down to just the 2 of us left that are in contention, but with a double climb here, will I still be in contention here shortly, as I really do not have much in the tank. Hard fought, start to the break today. We got some guys that are pushing hard, and definitely some undulation that I am not quite keeping up with, as I have been dropped here, but can still potentially, recover my position. But I just don't have much left here, and I'm over a minute behind them. They're going to attack again right at the top. I'm not sure I'm still going to be in this break. I'm over a minute behind the next guy.
The breakaway has now more than 5 minutes on the peloton. The pack is increasing.
And that was a very short descent. I didn't get recovery at all. How many riders are still ahead of me? It's a fair few. It's 12. So I have to at least catch Carthy to even get a point. Now, 22 point advantage. I said I need 70 plus. There's 3 mountain stages, 20 points, 3 times made available. And depending on the size of the breakaways, there's nothing for the peloton. But Carthy, that's the last point right there. Carthy's got the last point available, and I'm almost there. I've got a really good flat rating. Can I 99 my way to him? I've already used up my energy. Is 99 going to get me to close him down? Am I fast enough to... I am gaining on Carthy. I might get 1 point at least. Okay, we're coming up on him. Start to back off. There we go. Okay. And we're starting to get recovery. That's good. We're only a minute ahead of the peloton, though. He's not contributing at all. I should have just kept going. 5K to the sprint. We need to stay that 30 seconds ahead. 20 seconds ahead. 3K to go. If the others think they have a chance at it, then they're gonna come for it. 1K to go. Just 99 up. Let's hope Carthy doesn't try to take it. Oh no! There goes the last point. So I did not get the last point. I got no points today. There was more than 1 point left because Delay is now 49 behind. There was additional points. Damn. Okay, well, nothing today. Nothing at all. 49 point advantage, and I have 2 mountain stages to go to pick up the advantage that I need, which we want to have at 70 plus. But it's still very possible. I mean, if you get 1 intermediate sprint point and they get nothing, that's a 69 point advantage. So it's far from going, oh crap, it's done. And even then, those last 2 stages, Delay would have to win both of them. But again, I'm also counting on the fact that those 2 intermediate sprints are mine, and that I can cover off a decent amount of points. So this jersey is far from won. With a 49 point advantage, it looks like I've got a good shot at it, but it is Delay anyway. It's still very much in range. Everybody else, I think I've got them far enough behind now. 4 competitive stages left to go, 5 stages overall. We'll see what happens next time. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.